hold on a second. Oh, another G-Wagon. I got to do the G-Wagon wave. There it is. Eh? Pretty good, right?
We nailed that.
We did, 100%.
It's famous now.
Did a lot of views, that.
The G-Wagon wave.
Yeah, we should do a wave for the Escalade.
And it's a V.
Oh, like a V wave. Yeah,
V-wave.
Careful what you do with your hand there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll start with the bad ideas. Yes. What you got?
Like a V.
Yeah, but you need one hand on the wheel.
Oh, right. Okay, so just like a V with your hands on. Something like that. Ow.
Sorry.
What the hell?
Sorry, it's a reflex.
That really hurt.
That means something very different in England. It's very rude.
I don't even know what I did. I just did this. Right.
Mike Myers!
Yeah.
What the
I don't need to apologise for that one.
I think you broke my nose.
That enters fool me twice territory.
I think you broke my nose.
I'd do it again.
You're watching Throttle House. I'm Thomas.
And I'm James.
And this is the Escalade V.
The new Escalade V, which means it benefits from a facelift. The outside gets a modernised polish, new tech adorns the cabin, some things have gotten bigger, and nothing has really gotten smaller. Every time we compare the Escalade to its luxury people-hauling competitors, it stands as king. But recently, a lot of the others have been updated. So, are the Escalade's new updates enough to protect it from being usurped? Also, being king comes with a hefty price tag.
Yeah, a normal Escalade starts at $90,000 US, but stick an ES and a couple of V's on the end of the name, and the vehicle isn't the only thing getting supercharged. You are. Because this one we have here, thanks to the continuing generosity of our friends at Leggett Auto Group here in Ontario, costs over $167,000 US.
Okay, that sounds like a lot.
And that's only because it is.
But there's a lot of car here. When you buy clothes, if you're buying XXL, do you pay more?
No.
Oh, they fixed that, didn't they?
Yeah, they fixed that.
That's not the case with vehicles, all right? And this is the Escalade ESV.
There's so much of
It's
it.
the big one.
Look how big this piece of glass is right here.
Yeah, it's an office building.
It is 100% an office building turned this way and given a supercharged V8.
So,
It's just so silly, isn't it?
I think this is the king of the American people hauling. You know, I know we've driven things like the GLS 63.
These 24s.
For the biggest ever on an Escalade, we get 24-inch rims now.
They're so big.
They're huge.
That's ridiculous.
But then now I think if you went any smaller, how would it fit the wheel well?
I don't know.
That
More
looks
rubber?
good to me. No, but yeah, fair enough.
But the problem is that wheels are disproportional to the size of the vehicle. And up close, this is absolutely idiotic. It's like one of those things you used to go down the hill as a kid.
But they
There's a little
know,
disc,
they
right?
know their audience because people are going to stick, 4G Artos or whatever, the giant things, and they've done it for you. And somehow, the ride isn't ruined. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But what they have done is this is a significant facelift in some ways.
No, it's not.
In some ways,
It's not
it is.
significant at all.
The front. This now looks more like their IQ stuff. Apparently it's inspired by the stick.
Yeah.
And the optic
No, it's
and the lyric.
There you go, yeah, but also Vistic.
Also, if you could say Vistic,
Yeah.
that's incoming.
Always say Vistic.
That's an incoming 3-row. And I didn't understand because the lyric's quite big. And then the Escalade
What's
IQ.
it coming in?
What's that?
The Vistic?
What's the Vistic?
Actually, I couldn't. It's incoming, and I couldn't leave it alone.
Yes, Vistic will be coming, but it's coming in between the optic and the Escalade IQ.
Yeah, no, okay, I can stop. We can start again.
We've got the Russian doll going on. Anyway,
Okay.
this is a celebration of combustion. We're not getting into the EV stuff. However, they have made the front look a bit more EVE, and so they've changed the lights. And now we have a surround lit up grille.
Oh, that's my favorite thing they're putting on luxury cars now.
Yeah.
I've never said that it's tacky, or unnecessary.
I know.
It's definitely where I think that design language should go in the future.
Just
light up
lights,
grills.
just lights. Well, this is an exercise in American excess, and when we go inside in a second, you'll see there's some more stuff that they've assumed everyone wants. But I
they
still
called
think
it the Vistic.
Cadillac, I'm sorry, we're never going to let that go. I'm sure it's a great 3-row. Anyway, there's 3 new colours.
Yeah.
This isn't one of them.
It's always the case, isn't it? I've never seen a new color on a new car.
This is the Argent Grey, but
Okay.
there is now Deep Sea Metallic,
Yeah.
Latte Metallic, which
He
is a
knows.
sort of a nice brown,
He knows all the
and
colours.
Aegean Stone. And then, yeah, other than that, they've tweaked the taillights a bit, but really that's the exciting thing.
Yeah.
This is a V.
It's a V. Well, okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll get to the V later.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, James's girlfriend, 2012.
Thank you. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we're gonna
Speaking
have
of
to.
Vistic.
Yeah.
That's a big one. It's got a hook and everything. Okay. This is as unhinged as our car review has been thus far.
It was already curved and long at 38 inches, but for some reason, Cadillac decided the screen now needs to be 55 inches, which I believe is the longest screen in the automotive world.
You know,
I have my own screen here.
With that and Vistic, they're really like playing for like being that one guy that everyone talks about in the locker room type of thing. Do you know what I mean?
No, they're like Dodgers giving up being crazy, so let's be the new crazies.
I see.
Otherwise, it's still massively cut. This is the ESV, so there's plenty of space in the middle.
Yeah.
There's plenty of space in fact, there's more headroom in the rear. Harrison fits in the rear
That's crazy.
better than he fits in the middle.
That's what this does more than anything.
I do like the pillar-to-pillar screen. When it came out on the Honda E,
It isn't
It was
pillar
so-
to pillar though, is it? There's a bezel there. They've just filled in the blanks with plastic.
yes,
It's also curved away from me.
the speedometer.
With the whole screen in front of me.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
Listen, I think it visually looks fantastic, and I think as a centerpiece and a showpiece, it makes you go, wow.
But I think they could have had more fun with it. Even GM's Hummer EV has the Unreal Engine stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like a whole show.
When you look at like the Lucid Gravity, you know, with all their environments and stuff that spread and look cute, there isn't that much fun to be had on these screens. They
Or
actually,
brightness.
Yeah, or brightness. This might be, I don't know, demo mode, but it's as bright as we've been able to get it. And now they've added this screen here.
Very
this
Audi-like.
It is quite Audi-like. And also
Yeah.
Mercedes, the way it comes up.
Yeah.
This used to be a physical shifter. That's now moved to the steering wheel column.
Right.
And we have this little switchy thing here. Which
Is this
doesn't-
touchscreen?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is fine, but I think it is a continuation of the trend of moving in arguably the incorrect direction for ergonomics.
Yeah, well, what makes you say that? The haptic buttons on the steering wheel and the piano black.
I don't know. It's getting a bit frustrating to always have to say the same things over and over again. However, if you're in a Cadillac Escalade V, you're probably a little bit interested in showing off, maybe.
Yes, this has carbon
this does
fiber.
that.
Got
This
carbon
does
fiber
that.
for the V.
Stop squeaking it.
It's like a Mercedes in here.
Yeah.
Like that little carbon fiber panel right there.
This one?
That one's quite weak.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's not quite attached to the car fully.
So it still is American premium.
Yeah, but I think what happens is you forget all of this when you drive it.
All right, let's do it.
Well, at least that was true of the last Escalade V we drove, because when it comes to the new 2025 V and its supercharged V8 engine, they haven't changed it at all, which means it's still roid rage on wheels.
I actually have forgot.
I forgot!
Yeah, how stupid it is.
It is so stupid,
In the
Jay.
best possible way.
It is watch this.
It sounds like a firing squad back there. It sounds like the engine announces that you're now time to shoot, and then they just.
It's so obnoxious.
I love it.
I love it.
I love when
really
I
do.
love when the Americans shove big engines and stuff. They got the 392 Wrangler, the Raptors, and then somehow the Escalade gets this V.
It's just so silly. It's nowhere near as like sharp of an application of this engine as like the Blackwing, for example.
Well, it's not
right?
exactly. It's not a Blackwing. It's just V.
It's just V.
So that only gives it 682 horsepower and a 0 to 60 of like 4.5 seconds. This thing weighs 6,500 pounds.
You put your foot down. Oh, what a noise.
And it's all-wheel drive, so you still have that confidence.
Oh, he's so confident to put your foot down. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's so much weight. It's never going to break those tires.
That is the slowest 682 horsepower.
100% it is, yeah. It's actually not even that quick. It's more noise than speed, for sure.
But it's so much drama.
It is so much drama. It's just such a great use of this engine. Go.
This is a 3-row SUV that you end up having to be naughty in. You like have to be
You
naughty.
have to do that. You have to do that. Oh my Lord, what a noise.
12.7 second quarter mile, this thing. Do you think if you did the score on it, what sort of dad would you be?
You know, you're alpha dad. You're like the dad that wears like the little thin puffy vest.
But do you say...
And you just make phone calls and high five other dads at hockey games,
right,
or,
and
or
because you
football
won.
games.
Because
You won. Yeah.
But do you save those accelerations for like if they won the game, or are you just doing it all the time? Are you cheering them up with it?
You're not listening to your kids or your wife. you're just
Ever.
you're just putting your foot down. Your Escalade V. What's that, honey?
No, that was the Mustang in front.
No, it wasn't me. Sorry.
It really doesn't feel that much quicker than the Infiniti QX80 did.
It doesn't.
Which is the most
so much more noise.
And it is quicker, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel that. It's just that noise.
It's the noise.
Do it again. Do it again. The absolute thunder. And the ride is good. And the steering is fine. I actually think the Infiniti QX80's got it on steering.
The steering's quite good. I don't think we talked enough about the ride, because the fact that it has 20 gazillion inch wheels, it just doesn't matter. The ride is beautiful, and it's not just the impacts, of which there are none. It's the way that it handles pitching, diving, and rolling.
I've given it this compliment every time we've gotten an Escalade for the last few years. It really doesn't feel laborsome. It can just handle it. And so, to be fair...
Like, I'm braking, and we're not pitching forward.
No, not like... I
don't get that.
Yeah, I know. And that's why when people say that the Alpina XB7 and the GLS 63 are more athletic, and they are, absolutely. The moment you turn the car, they are.
Yes.
But the XB7 and the X7 pitches harder than this.
Yeah.
Much harder.
Yeah, when you turn a corner like that, you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm in the longest SUV ever made.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, just kind of going down a road like this, it really feels smaller than it is.
Yeah. The 10-speed transmission is good. It's incredibly comfortable.
It is.
Oh, the doors. We forgot to talk about this.
Oh, that's right, yes.
This comes with power doors, so when a software update comes, you can close them with the brake pedal or with pulling the handle.
Yes.
And they open for you as well, like a Rolls Royce. This one hasn't got the update yet, but what it does have is the electronics for it, and as a result, it does have soft close, but it also, you cannot slam the doors.
It has anti-slam.
It has anti-slam. You cannot be in an angry teenager's fit and try and slam the door of this car. It makes you calm down.
Now, this is quite an astounding hunk of steel, because we've been over this concept before a million times. These SUVs do not need to exist, and the world is quite genuinely worse off for having them. But when they get them right, it makes you go, all right, fine, I see it, I get it.
Well, also, keep in mind, none of the other American cars of this ilk are doing the fun engine thing. The Navigator, the Grand, none of them have an option. So take that away. Take the V away.
No, do it. Don't take it away.
It just keeps going as well.
It does, yeah.
And you still have the King. I know it outsells the other ones like 3-1, and I don't care about sales figures. I care about our testing. And there's a reason the Escalade reigns supreme. Like, this is driving so surprisingly well for if our crew F-150
It drives nowhere near as well as this.
Why don't Cadillac make a pickup truck?
Well, they've got like the Chevy Silverado.
I know, but stick a Caddy badge on it, give it this design language, give it this engine.
But just a pickup.
Pickup
God,
with this
they'd
engine.
sell a lot of those.
It'd be the coolest
They
pickup.
sell so many.
They used to have a pickup.
That's right, they did.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Stick this engine in it.
These stuff aside, this is still an absolutely excellent vehicle to drive. I think it would be my first choice were I to haul a bunch of people across America. God forbid you take this to Europe. That's not. No,
It doesn't work.
You just couldn't.
Yeah.
But across America, this would be the one I think that I would take. Right?
Yeah. Just give me a bit more sound. I just want a bit more.
Sure.
Madness.
It's so stupid.
The clap on the upshift
It's
as well.
just such a clap. I wonder if this stick will have clap.
Maybe this stick will have the clap, but until we find out, the Escalade gets the full applause. Do the updates make it a whole new car? No. We're not even sure they improve it. Like, at all. Well, hang on, that's not true. You can now get a ventilated second row as an optional package, which is nice, but everything else just got a bit more screeny. And yet, somehow, despite Cadillac choosing that slightly odd direction, the Escalade still reigns supreme among its peers, and the V continues to be hilarious in all the best ways. Just be ready to invite your gas station clerk to your wedding as your best man. Thanks for watching.
What? True!
It was a dab sneeze. Not a dad sneeze.
No,
not yet.
not there yet.